Alright guys, this is Stressed here with
TJHKV.
And we're covering some more StarCraft 2 replays.
Yeah, and this is the second part of the little podcast thing we're doing that is yet to be named.
It's yet to be named.
Jesus. And yeah, we're on Antigua Shipyard, which is the same map as the last game, and it's ZvZ, the same matchup as the last game. And up here in the top left, we have none other than the Team LiquidRet.
Woo!
Yeah, yeah, you can be our audience.
Hell yes, I'm all for Ret. Oh.
Yeah. Then in the bottom right corner, we have xSix's very own Sleep, who is actually going for the extractor trick.
Oh wow.
That's something not many people opt for anymore. I don't like this extractor trick too much, but you know, some people like it, some people make it work. It just makes me so OCD because I always have like I have one under a multiple of 5, so that just annoys me.
Yeah.
You either have like 74, 79. I can't do that.
I just can't. It not happening.
It doesn't work in my brain. And basically right here we're going to be seeing the exact same builds as the last game. Sleep right here is going to be Mr. What was his name? Toxicity for us. And
yeah.
Ret is going to be our something. Ahsoka.
Yeah, he's going for the 15 hatch, Ret, I mean by that. And Sleep is going for the 14 gas, 14 pool. Pretty standard play, both different builds that we covered in the first bit of the podcast. Just kind of reiterating on everything we've already gone over.
Yep, and this is going to be, yeah, the reason I like this replay so much is not only because it's the same build orders, but it also has Ret and Sleep.
Exactly. I mean,
yeah.
Just sprinkle some awesome players into that mix, and we've got a kick-ass replay. We can see Ret is just now taking his gas as well as his pool. His expansion is about halfway done.
And look at Sleep space. His pool just came up, and look, speed right there.
Bam, straight into speed, pulls all drones off gas, and he's pumping out his first 4 lings to go poke, prod, and check things out.
And it looks like Ret here is getting a bit supply block, so can't necessarily build any more drones.
Mm-hmm.
Well, but the Overlord's almost out. That's no big deal, of course.
We can see Sleep right behind those 4 Zerglings is going to be taking his expansion.
Yep, right there on 20, like I said before. Especially since this is a professional one, they're probably going to be sticking the most true to the build order and making sure it's executed perfectly. Yep. So we're going to see that on we're going to be seeing that on 20 as well. We
can see on Ret's end of the spectrum, he's just now getting his Zergling speed and cranking out 6 Zerglings right now, as well as a Spine Crawler just for some early defense. Sleep's coming up here, doing some pokes, checking things out, and the Zerglings...
Whoa. Wait, dog. Sorry about that. Okay. So,
damn you animals!
Sleep is opting for the Baneling Nest. He had in mind what he was going to do. He knows what he's going to do. He's going to go for the Speedling Expand with Banelings. And you cover it. I'll be back in just a moment.
Alright, we can see Sleep here just getting a full scout of Ret's base, seeing everything that's going on, as well as producing a lot more Zerglings to follow up and do a little bit of pressure. We can see his expand is just now finishing, as well as his Baneling Nest going up, and he is now cranking out, what is that, 5 Banelings, as well as plenty of Zerglings to back it up. We got 13 Zerglings and 5 Banelings coming out for xSixSleep. And it just looks like Ret here is just going very, very macro economy oriented.
And I am back, of course.
Welcome back, sir.
Someone at the door looking for my brother-in-law. There we go.
Oh, and we've got 6 running some Banelings into Ret's base here. Ret better be very careful.
Like these Banelings have not been effective so far. Not at all. They have not been cost effective.
No.
And it looks like Ret's going to be able to take it out, and those Banelings were not in the least bit cost effective due to excellent micro by Ret.
No, we can see Ret's cranking out some Zerglings. feeling the pressure. Six is doing a little bit of poking at the mineral line. I honestly think Rhett's overreacting a little bit here with Zerglings. He could have maybe built just 8 or so and then transfer the rest into Zergling or drones just to keep his econ going, but still very, very well played.
Then again, Rhett's no way of knowing that there's not another push coming.
Yeah.
So.
We can see 6 is still sitting on just a Baneling nest and a spawning pool with 1 gas. We can see only 1 gas coming from Rhett as well. Both almost identical play at this point. It was just that slight deviation with the opener. We can also see a Roach Warren now going down for xSixSleep.
And Sleep is actually doing sort of the same thing that Toxicity did, trying to do the build everything build.
Yeah, he's kind of going for that all-around build. I mean, as long as he doesn't play it quite like Toxicity did, where he never uses it but produces a lot of them at the start.
And he was also on he didn't have too many drones, but it also looks like we're going to have the roaches coming out from Red.
We can see xSixSleep was running a little Zergling through Red's base, getting a full scout, seeing everything that's going on. We got a partial wall at the front of Red's base with the evolution chamber, getting the +1 missile upgrade, as well as a Roach Warren. We can also see Red is taking his first natural gas. We've got 2 geysers, and looks like Sleep is expanding and building some roaches.
Yeah, they're both expanding just about the exact same time, and they're both getting roaches up as well. The difference is that Rhett is opting for that +1 missile attack.
I think at this point in the game, Rhett has a much more stable build going for him. If we look at the units tab, he's up by 11 drones at this point, so his economy is obviously going to be going a lot better. But on the flip side of that coin, 6 also has the better defense.
Yeah, that's definitely true. He has a sizable amount of roaches sitting there at his ramp, and he also has a spine crawler right there.
And he has a swell of Zerglings coming out, and he's just now throwing down his evolution chamber. Is that going to be used for +1 missile upgrades? Come on, 6.
Cover this for a minute again, once more.
Come on, Sleep. Use that evolution chamber. Nope, he's opting just to make a push at Rhett's base with his fairly sizable Roach Ling Baneling. We've got 12 Roaches, 25 Zerglings, excuse me, and 2 Banelings against Rhett's 18 Roach, 4 Zergling.
I have returned.
I have returned.
Old
school StarCraft.
Yeah, I returned to serve. But basically right here we have the Banelings going in. You know, the Banelings not doing too much damage at all. Oh, and it looks like Sleep is going to get a good surround on Rhett, but is it going to be enough? Because Rhett also has closer reinforcement distance.
And we
but
can
still, the Zerglings coming in from behind from Sleep.
And we can see a very, very key play from Sleep right here. Droning up behind this attack and taking an extractor, as well as going for his lair tech. Just absolutely textbook play. Attack, drone up during the attack, and get your shit together.
Yeah, but that could have possibly been done simply out of panic, because he is currently 40 supply behind and lost his entire army with little to no damage done to the 3rd, which was his goal. And it looks like he actually has a really nice swing around here by those Zerglings.
We can see here that Red is pushing towards his front, and Sleep is obviously feeling the pressure and feeling a little bit nervous about this. We can see him cranking out a bunch of roaches as well as an extra spine crawler just for safekeeping. The front of his base is extremely exposed, and this 3rd might go down.
Oh, it's looking like it's... never mind. Oh, he's gonna, yeah, go ahead and two-shot that right there.
Snipe the spine crawler.
Yeah, and just a moment ago, Sleep, actually, those Zerglings that I was talking about that were going around to the 3rd, they got caught, and they were extremely ineffective. So that they were not put to nearly good enough use.
Red just playing extremely well. I mean, there's really no other way to put it. Red is playing very, very well right now, and so is Sleep. Not to discredit him. Yeah. Nice.
He's pulling his drones, and he's doing really good of just soaking the damage. But those lings are coming in, there's nothing he can do at that point.
It looks like
the lings may get torn apart, but that leaves the roaches open to just do as much damage as possible. It looks like this is
come
to an end.
Yep, it looks like it. Yep, there's the GG. Ret wins outright with a very, very simple, low-tech build once again. Roach Ling is just the killer for early game. And I didn't quite catch the timing, but it looks like Ret was going for that standard Roach Ling 12-minute timing push that we see a lot of Zerg doing.
Yeah, it looked like it looked actually like a more standard, it's that roach timing that many Zergs do. And, Sleep came in and harassed them and tried to screw that up, but, he just delayed it.
Yeah, as we can see, at this time, Ret was also getting his extractors up at his natural and really preparing for this game to go longer. It looks like, judging by him taking his guesses, that he was planning to transition into maybe Infestor or Mutaplay. This is one of those replays where I wish I could have seen it go to the late game.
Yeah, this would have been a really interesting game in the late game because it was actually so close. It was unbelievably close, but it just came down to that final battle, those final few battles. And that won the game for Ret because he got sick links rounds.
Yeah. And just, I don't really know what to say about this replay. It's hard to critique people that played damn near perfectly consistently.
Yeah, these guys played perfectly. They played flawlessly, and save a Baneling detonation or two, and maybe losing a few more lings than you needed to. Other than that, these guys are professionals. They know what they're doing. They are efficient. They are clean with it, and they know what they're doing. And you can't necessarily critique them. It's very difficult. But all you can really do is pick out what they did right. Now, when when Ret saw his Ret made sure that he got off of the around the 9 minute mark. His overlord saw some lings, and he went and sent some a slightly larger group of lings out to take care of them, make sure they didn't try to come into his base.
Yeah, it was perfect counterattacking by both sides.
And look at Ret's natural, just at pretty much any point in the game. Look over to the left of it. Really nice overlord placement by Sleep. He can actually see. If he wanted, he could go sack the Overlord and see whatever he wanted. But really, also, he can see anything that goes on over there, and he could be seeing a lot.
Yeah,
he could see Mutalisk swing out. He could see a bunch.
Yeah, I'm looking at the Sleep cam right now, and he can perfectly see that both of Ret's natural extractors were taken. So he knew that something more was coming if Ret hadn't ended the game outright right there.
Yeah. Ret made a sick push at the end, though, and he just managed to clean it up near flawlessly.
Yeah, and let me back up just a smidge to about the 12-minute mark, 12:30-ish.
Almost there. 1 moment.
I'm trying to find I'm trying to find when Ret's +1 missile attack finished, because I guarantee he pushed out right as that finished.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, well, no, that's Sleep's missile attack. That's researching.
Okay, I'm at the 10-minute mark right now. And it's finishing right about when Sleep was making that push on his third. So Ret held that off very well, and that upgrade was perfectly timed to counter this push right here.
Yeah. At this point, you actually, it might look to a lot of people like it's dumb luck, but at this point, these are professionals that play day in, day out, and they know what they're doing, and they practice and practice. They know the timing sort of by heart, so they can just sort of say, this should, he's probably going to do something like this, so just in case, I'm going to time it like this.
Yeah, exactly. These guys play at such a high tier of play against other very high tier players that their timings for these builds are executed without thought, because they are just practiced and drilled and refined so much.
And Sleep couldn't. There wasn't much that Sleep could do there once he was already at Ret's third. There wasn't much he could do because he was stuck back there, and really, when your roaches are backed into a corner by other roaches, there's no escaping, because not only are they just as fast, but they you have to go through them to get out. And when he was trapped, he tried to swing his lings around back, which was actually really good and really effective. But it happened to be that he could do that as well. And oh my gosh, when Sleep sent those lings out over to the third just to check out and see what's going over there, he actually started to attack the hatchery, and I think he could have possibly gotten it down if he just focused it. But for some reason, he ran away from it. He ran into some roaches and he got killed.
Yeah, if, you know how I was mentioning the Ret 12-minute timing push, he stepped onto xSixSleep's creep right at 12 minutes. It was a perfectly timed Roach Ling 12-minute timing push that we see so often.
Yeah, 12 minutes is the key time for a lot of those Roach timings.
He could have held off on his third and made that push a little bit bigger, but he was also preparing for this to go late game. He wasn't I don't think Ret was expecting to just steamroll Sleep right here.
Yeah, definitely. And at 13 minutes when those lings run in, see how he didn't just attack move them in, but he ran them past everything else and then attack moved.
And they got that nice surround.
And so yeah, he had a nice surround so they couldn't really get away.
Yeah.
So at this point, so many of his drones were gone. He was out of it.
Yeah, it was down and out as soon as he pulled those drones and they started dropping. But,
I mean, yeah, it's not like an Idra GG, but he could have stayed in a bit longer, but I doubt he could have necessarily hung on to it, because other than that, other than what is in his base right now, Ret does not have much at all.
Yeah, but I mean, if you look at the final total for the game, I mean, Sleep would have just been kind of beating a dead horse, so to speak, because he's down to 41 to 106 supply. I mean, granted, he may have been able to hold off that push, but Ret is just so far ahead in econ and everything that, I mean, he could have just mass-produced Zerglings or kept going with Roaches and just kept hammering Sleep. And, I mean, regardless, it was a losing game as soon as Sleep pulled those drones and they were taken out.
Yeah, when you pull all of your drones like that, that's just a complete sign of that you're completely desperate. And he was desperate. It didn't work, and he lost the game at that point. He was over 60 supply behind. But overall, really good game. I believe this was from IPL 4.
Yeah, I remember when we were looking for this replay, it was an IPL 4 on, Antigua Shipyard, correct?
Yeah,
the IPL 4 version of Antigua Shipyard. But I think that just about does it for this replay. Is there anything else you'd like to toss in here?
Not very much. I don't exactly think there's anything else I could add. I'm trying to think about it. I mean, I'm looking at Sleep's position for his Overlord on his main. Was that moving, or did he actually just have that there checking to see if anything was coming by? On the corner of his main? Yeah, he had that checking there. You see the Sleep's Overlord on the corner of his main? Mm-hmm. So smart to keep that there and check if anything was going by. And also, Ret just had control of the middle, so his Overlords went where they wanted. And towards the end of the game, there's just not much else you could say. They played near flawlessly, but Sleep was at a disadvantage due to just losing those drones.
Mm-hmm. And, I mean, like you said earlier, it's hard to critique the best. You can only note what they did well and what they could very slightly change. There's just such minute, small details that could have been changed to maybe toss this game into Sleep's favor. But, I mean, we can't talk in what ifs. We gotta talk in what was and what is.
Yeah, definitely. And what is there's nothing you can change.
What is Ret kicking some wholesale ass. Per usual. Go Ret.
Yeah.
Team Liquid for the win.
Liquid fighting.
On a side note, I love Liquid TLO's stream.
Yes, it's amazing.
I was taking a gander at that last night, and the little one is just a favorite.
He's a big one now.
Yeah.
A big one now for anyone who watched the Team Liquid documentary.
Oh.
You know his story now. Have you watched it yet?
No, I haven't.
Liquid Rising? You need to watch it. Well, It's not too amazing, but it's pretty good. It's just like a collection of replays about the players of Liquid and how Liquid came to start,
Mm.
and
All right, well,
TLO's
hang on, hang
story
on,
is
hang
the
on.
best.
I don't mean to cut you off, but this is a replay. We can't drag this out anymore.
Yeah, sorry.
All right,
We'll talk
guys.
later.
This has been Stressed,
And I was TJHKV, and I still am.
and we're just bringing you some more StarCraft 2 replay action and a little bit of game analysis to help you guys be a better gamer. Yeah, I just stole first StarCraft 2 strategies little sign off. What's up? I don't give a fuck. But all right, until next time, guys. Take care.
See ya.